Hello everybody. Today we're doing leg 2 and we're taking off from where we left off yesterday. So we're leaving Durham, Kilo Romeo Delta uniform. In the same parking spot, I happened to find it, of where we left off yesterday in the previous video, and that was ramp 39 parking. We are gonna be flying under VOR. I only have one radial vector that I kept in the flight plan. That is VOR radial C, Charlie Tango Foxtrot. And we'll be going to Kilo Echo, or Kilo Charlie Alpha Echo. And that is, I forgot to write the name, but it's in Columbia, South Carolina. I wanted to skip Columbia, but we didn't have enough flight time for it. Well, the plane wouldn't have lasted. I turned off unlimited fuel. I turned on stress and engine stuff, so we'll see if the AI can handle that. I have two flyovers. We're gonna fly over November Charlie 11, also known as Dock Air Park, and we're also flying over Kilo Tango Tango Alpha, known as Sanford Lee County Regional. That is the flight for today on our second leg to Texas. So let's get the AI going, and let's see where we're taking off from runway okay, so we're taking off 5 left. And I plan for us to land on runway 29. But we'll see what ATC did. ATC changed our first leg. I wanted to land runway 16 here, and we ended up landing runway 23 right. So I pretty much used where we landed and parked yesterday as the kind of waypoint to get us to the parking spot, and I got to the right parking spot thanks to the fact that there was a jet sitting there yesterday behind us when we parked, and there was one today. Alright, so again, we're in the T6 Texan, livery number 5, and this is leg 2 of our capitals to capitals. We're going to we're on our way to Texas to do the capitals of the Republic of Texas, and there was 5 of them in the 10-year period that Texas was its own country. I gave myself, so our flight, let's see, flight time, what did I write? Flight time is about an hour, 23 minutes plus, and 171 nautical miles. And I gave us 75% fuel. We didn't need 100%, but 50% fuel would have been too little. So I gave us 75. If I sound a little hoarse, it's because I got a sore throat and my ear hurts a bit, but I plan to do a live Sunday morning, 10 o'clock. It should be our fourth leg. I have no idea what that will be right now. Looking at the map, I might take us from Columbia to Tallahassee for the 26th. And then on the 27th, when I do my live stream, I think we might be able to go from Tallahassee to Baton Rouge. I have to relook at that. This plane can only go the max of 298 nautical miles on a full tank. So I'm staying within those boundaries, whether I have limited fuel or unlimited fuel. But right now we have the limited fuel. And I've gotten an achievement. I'll have to check that out later. I wonder what it was. I don't know if that's going to show up on the replay or not, but yeah, an achievement popped. That's pretty cool. I don't know how I can get achievements in this game when I'm not actually flying most of the time, but okay. Live weather. Real time. It's a nice, beautiful day in North Carolina right now. And what is this pilot doing? Okay, he is turning. Of course, he could just cross the runway and make things easier for himself. Alright, yeah, rev up that engine. Don't know. I don't know much about the history of North Carolina, like I said in yesterday's video, and I don't know much about South Carolina. So other than, you know, I don't think South Carolina has a professional team of any kind. And I don't know if they have any AAA baseball teams. I don't even know if they have a basketball team. I'm not really into sports. I'm just giving you information I know. I do have a fact I could have shared yesterday, and we're still in North Carolina. So if you're a wrestling fan, the Hardy Boys are from Cameron, North Carolina, I believe. Don't know about any wrestlers from South Carolina that are still wrestling, or that even previously wrestled or passed. Although the Southeast was a really popular region for wrestling back in the 70s and 80s. Oh, there is two other people. How can I forget it? The Queen herself, Charlotte Flair from Charlotte. I guess she's booked from Charlotte, North Carolina. And then, of course, we have the Nature Boy himself, Ric Flair. I forget where they said he's booked from, but I know it's North Carolina. So our third leg, I was thought we had to go to Atlanta and then to Mobile, but it looks like it might be the way I wanted to go was south and west. I believe leg 3 will be from Columbia to Tallahassee. So we'll be flying through Georgia for a bit, but we won't be going to its capital. Because from Tallahassee, we'll go to Mobile, Alabama to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and then our first stop in Texas, which is one of the many capitals that the Republic of Texas had. We're going to go to Galveston, and then from there we'll fly north to Houston, Austin and San Antonio is where we'll end. I didn't want to fly based on the order the capitals were in. I want to do it based on geographically the easiest way, and it was easier to go west instead of going San Antonio and coming back around. But I picked Galveston. Houston was closer, but I picked to go further south first and then go north and west through Texas. That's what I'm thinking of doing. Hopefully all of Texas can be one leg. I was gonna say, it looked like we were a little low there, but okay, we're up. I did set the nav log for 15,000. So we'll see if the AI pilot flies to that or not this trip. There were other radials and I removed them. There was a radial to circle Durham, and there was a radial to circle where we're landing in Columbia. I really sorry, I forgot to write the name of the airport, but I did write the ICAO code, so. I noticed people accidentally set my video yesterday, or my video for today. I did it yesterday, last night. I forgot to set the schedule, and therefore 4 people watched the replay. And then I had to go back and reschedule it, but it's gotten views. It's ironically on the 24th, it's getting more it got more views than my 2 train sim videos as of the time I made this. But my videos get attraction afterwards, more so than they do when I first put them up. So yeah, on Sunday I'm gonna do my channel review video, and then I will probably go live. I could do it all in one video, but I like to make my channel update videos in their own separate playlist. Most people don't watch my playlist, but some people have been keeping up on the channel updates, and we have a update I'm eagerly and enthusiastically waiting to do this week. And here's where we're, so I think that's our radial at 9 miles, and then of course all the way out there, like I said, 171 miles, so 162 miles is Columbia. And that is, I can't make that out, and the closer I move to the TV, the worse it will look, so. I'm just glad weather is always cooperating when we're making these, so it looks beautiful. Let's just hope scenery doesn't crap out on me like it did the other day. There's a school or something down there. I'm saying school. I don't know. And I don't know what towns we're flying through. like I said before, when I'm flying during the day, I can't really read the points of interest and you know, all the tags that pop up. They're harder to read than if I was doing a flight at night. But a flight at night, we wouldn't see what we see here. Now, my pilot's avatar is a female, and luckily, in the last few flights, my calls have been done in a female voice. Sometimes they're not. And so Sunday's live stream, I don't know how long I'm gonna go. I don't know if I want to do one leg or if I want to do a put the plane on like leave it on unlimited, but like do a stop at where I want to go and then take the second leg. I don't know how long that will take. I like to keep my live streams roughly the same time as these videos I make that aren't live streams. Just for the ease of me and the way I'm recording, I don't need to be sitting here like I did the first trip when we went from Ottawa to DC, and well, that ended in a Xbox crash, but that was 2 hours and 40 minutes, and that was a little too much for me for the way I'm recording. So let's see, what do I'm sorry guys, I don't know much about the history. South Carolina, you have Charleston, South Carolina. That was a quite a bit of history happened in Charleston, South Carolina during the Revolutionary War. Okay, so we either flew over or were near. I think it just said over the November Charlie 11. That was one of the waypoints. And 11 miles away is our next waypoint. So yeah, there were more airports I could have picked, but I try to avoid going too far away from the original flight plan. So I pick stuff within a mile or two away from the line that it shows you when you're in World Map. Unless I know there's something specific I want to do a waypoint to, I would pick it. But I don't know. I don't really want to go more out of my way to pick a waypoint of interest for me to have something to talk about, but we're getting a little bit of haze again today. And it's not just the way the camera is. I'm looking at the TV screen itself, and yeah, we're getting haze. It was like that yesterday too. Don't know what the haze is all about. But we got some waterways. And I used to, when I was not doing videos or streaming, I would always back the camera, zoom the external camera out so I could see more around me. I might need to start doing that here so we can see a little more, but I don't know if these are rivers or lakes. It looks like it's a lake, because I don't... Yeah, I think these are just lakes or waterways. It doesn't look like they're leading out anywhere that I can tell. So, at least probably after this leg, we, and then of course on our, after we get to Tallahassee, Florida, we will be definitely seeing some water. Because I think we'll be along the we'll definitely be along the coast when we go to Tallahassee to Mobile. And then, of course, flying into Baton Rouge, we'll be flying over... I don't know if we'll be flying directly over New Orleans, but, you know, there's a lot of water right there. I don't know if we'll be flying over Lake Pontchartrain or not. That is a point of interest I could pick if we need to. Not that it would be a point of interest. If I know where the Lake Pontchartrain is, I could put a way marker there, do a custom waypoint. But, there's a lot of things I would think would be points of interest that the game just doesn't identify. But they can't get everything. And I'm already trying to plan ahead and think ahead in my head. I don't know what I want to do on the 18th of November for my final video on 2020. I don't know. I have no idea. Like, I did the Celebration CL415 as the free plane we got for pre-ordering 24. I did that as a live stream when celebrating the 1 month left till we got 24. So, and here is the Sanford. Here's Sanford Lee County Regional Airport. I think it's Sanford and Lee County Regional Airport. I have plenty of ideas. Like, I'm doing this. I don't think I'm gonna do capitals to capitals all the way down through Central and South America, because there's a lot of tiny countries. But I think after we get to Mexico City, we'll change things up if I want to keep doing capitals. I'm thinking of maybe doing Ireland and the UK, because you could go from Dublin to whatever the capital city is in Northern Ireland, which is part of the UK, and then you've got the Republic of Ireland, which is Dublin. Dublin to North Ireland, and then just because I found the history of this place very interesting, Isle of Man. We might go from the capital city in North Ireland to Isle of Man, and then from the Isle of Man up to Edinburgh. I don't know. I either could go Isle of Man to Edinburgh or Isle of Man to whatever the capital is of Wales. And then if I go, whatever direction I go, I could, because if I go to Wales, then I'm going to go to London and then Edinburgh. If I do Isle of Man to Edinburgh, I have to come down to London and then back across to, I think it's Cardiff, Wales. So might be easier to go from the Isle of Man to Cardiff and then London to Edinburgh. And because I picked these planes randomly, well, it wouldn't be random if I'm doing all the UK and Northern Ireland and Ireland, I will use the same plane throughout the trip. So depending on what the plane is, we might have lots of little legs between London and Edinburgh. And then, you know, I know of some capitals in Europe. We could go Lisbon, Portugal, to Madrid, Spain, to Paris, France, to Berlin, to Rome, and then Rome to Greece. I'm not sure what Norway and Sweden and Denmark is. Copenhagen. So I mean, I could do those. It's just ideas rumbling around that I'm sharing with you guys on here of what I may do. But when I get into 24, I'm gonna focus on trying to, if the replay thing works on the game, I'll be able to capture my replay while I'm doing my flight. So I'll be able to fly them, and then I can pull the phone up and record my whole flight as you see me actually doing stuff, instead of like I am now, where the AI is doing it. And I want to focus on the career for myself, just to see if I could do it, which might be hilarious for you guys to watch, especially trying to get my VPPL. That for those that don't know, that stands for Virtual Private Pilot License. Are we coming up on a radio or something? Yep. So we have a radial. The radial I was talking about, the Charlie Tango Foxtrot. That is 72 miles away. I guess in a way you could say Capitals to Capitals is kind of a world trip thing. But like the only capital of a country I know that's in the continent of Africa would be Cairo, Egypt. We could go to Jerusalem. Let's see, what else is there? Baghdad. Although, if I'm going to go to Iraq, I definitely want to try to find Mecca and the Dome of the Rock, and fly over that. That would be cool. I'm trying to think of other capitals of countries I know. Moscow, Russia. Tokyo, Japan. Seoul. I think Seoul is South Korea's capital. I don't know what North Korea's capital is. It might be the same. You know, technically, there's still a Korean War going on. It's just been in a stalemate since the 50s. And there's a demilitarized zone there. Kind of like with the island of Cyprus in the Mediterranean. It's split. The island is split. And I don't know if they're in a civil war or what, but there's a demilitarized zone there. There are, we could stay also in the Caribbean. We could go to the other place, one of the places that should be a U.S. state, Puerto Rico. We could go to Havana, Cuba. So, there's ideas. What's Australia's capital? I used to know Australia's capital. I think I do, but I can't remember it off the top of my head right now. Or I could do a favor to some of my subscribers. I could fly to Vietnam and fly around there, check out what it looks like, either in this game or in 24. So my viewers are, and I've said this before, but viewers are probably US, UK, Canada, and Vietnam. Interesting that I got people from Vietnam, but you know, I'll take all the subscribers and views I can get. This was a pretty straight flight. Maybe I should have picked a low altitude thing, but I never know if the AI pilot is going to stick to the altitude restrictions, and I don't need ATC coming on here yelling at us to descend or climb. So that's why I always pick the GPS or VOR. Now, GPS would have been the same amount of flight time as the VOR, so I added the VOR in just to give it a little, just so we had radials and stuff. But because in this plane technically we can't fly GPS. I mean, you can definitely can fly VFR, but radial is what you would be using in this aircraft. Radial and visual landmarks. So that's, in reality, I think I did what we would have flown in reality, and that's the VOR. Granted, VOR doesn't really work in the game that I know of. I've never heard the pings when I've been in the cockpit. It's a nice, beautiful day. Now, I don't know why there's two waypoint markers there. Unless I forgot to delete a VOR. Maybe that's the VOR for the airport. No, we have a VOR about 16 miles away. Or a radial. I didn't remember leaving 2 radials, but okay, I only wrote down 1. Sorry, folks. But I only told you the one that I knew I was using. But if you do this flight and you pick VOR, you'll have the same radials. It's not different. It's not different. No matter, I mean, it's not going to be any different for VORs, except for I deleted the ones I thought were I deleted the one at both airports because I didn't need to meet the radial, and then I think the radials technically are a join and then you land, and I just didn't want to circle. And we have an American airline up there above us. It took me a while to figure out some of those tags and what airlines they were. Because I say American Airline, but it could also be Allegiant Airline, for all I know. But I don't think I've heard Allegiant come through ATC radios ever. Allegiant is a low-budget airliner. Funny that we're going to Washington when we're going further south. But I guess Washington has quite a big radius for their aircraft radar. And we got JetBlue up there in front of us. I don't know if they're flying our direction or flying away from, I don't know if they're flying towards us or away from us. I would have thought we would have stayed on Raleigh's radar and then switched to a ATC coverage area of South Carolina instead of going back to Washington Center. Is there more aircraft out there? Okay, well, there's Derby Aerodrome off to our left. I could have picked that one, but I thought that was a little too far off the path. And we have I don't know what that means, the N whatever. Ooh, excuse me. But they're not far away, and I'm zoomed in all the way. I can see beacons. You guys should be able to see that. There's their beacon lights, so they aren't that far off from us. Speaking of beacons and lights, I have no idea what this Texan has for lights. Maybe before we start a leg, I should turn us to nighttime and see what lights we have. Yeah, we have the traffic. Yeah, I don't know what the N means in that 2000. I don't know if that's a GA plane. I don't know what other AI pilots in the game would see if they saw my tag, because we have no way of seeing our tag. Unless you're in multiplayer, then other players see your tag, but that shows up as Mike 2 Lima, or X-Ray Mike 2 Lima X-Ray. We've got another aircraft over there, pretty close. Its beacon lights are flashing. And we got some traffic in the air today. It's more than we had yesterday. What is our speed? What are we doing? Did I say 104 or 184? I'm going to say we're doing 104. And we're at 11,000, almost 12,000 feet. So, we're not climbing as high as I wish we were, and we're not going as fast as I wish we were. But we should still be within that time limit. Like I said, I have engine stress turned on, and I have aircraft stresses turned on. What's the generic we have in sight? You guys see something else? I don't. but we're closing in on a radial. That's probably the plane that just passed us. And our fuel gauge should be decreasing as we're flying. Yeah, I started out at 75%. I don't know how many gallons that was. I didn't switch it to gallons. I left it on the percentage. But yeah, we're down to almost half a tank of gas, which should be plenty. Sometimes it says traffic in sight and I never see it. So, yeah, we should have more than enough fuel to land. Yeah, I guess we're considered a generic. So they're making sure the Airbus sees us as well. There's what we're in sight. That's an N7. I think that's a regular, that's another generic, I believe. Like I said, I don't know what the N stands for other than it might be a generic aircraft tag. Is that another one? What is RPA? Don't know what RPA is. Someone's watching the replay of this, and and you know what RPA stands for in the game, let me know. I mean, we know the last word's airline. Some of these legs would have been faster if I switched up the plane, but I randomly picked this aircraft to fly, and I didn't. I knew we were flying to Texas to do the Republic of Texas Capitals, and it just came up T6 Texan. I thought that was pretty cool, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna change to a different plane for these legs. I'm gonna keep the same plane. Okay, we got a town right here, or an airport. Rockingham. I can't make out that last word no matter how good I move the phone in. I wasn't even sure I was going to make a video to go up for today. I wasn't feeling too good this morning. Didn't know how easy my voice would be. Did we get closer to see it now? Rockingham Hamlet? Okay. That sounds like a city you'd see, or a name of a town you'd see in England. Let's see, what do I know about that? You got the University of South Carolina, and they're called the Gamecocks. I don't know if the College of Columbia is in Columbia, South Carolina, but there is a college, Columbia University. I don't intend to ever have us fly this low, but I like this because if we were in an airline, we wouldn't see much. So, and I wouldn't be able to point out many waypoint, towns or anything. So, I should actually I'm just thinking, since I picked stuff at random, I should probably pull out or maybe uninstall aircraft that I know the AI can't fly, just so I don't land on it and then I have to figure out what to do there. Yeah, the AI cannot do helicopters. The only helicopter type thing I can fly is the Velocicopter, and that would only be for like really short trips because you have to hand fly that. I'm not too good at landing with the Velocicopter, but I can at least get it to go directions I want to without spinning out of control. Gliders definitely wouldn't work with these legs we're doing. I don't know if we'd have enough updraft to keep us aloft. Although you can hear the wind today. Yeah, been watching quite a few videos about, the Alpha Tech that came out last weekend, I believe. It definitely demonstrates that the visuals are up there. Makes me wonder if the sceneries that I purchased for airports, whether I want to have them installed on 24 or not, because I think the game looks fine the way it is from what I've seen, and I don't know if I want to mess up the scenery on the default scenery game in the game. So I don't know if I'll port them over, although the world updates and all that, everything that Microsoft's their scenery packs, I most definitely will be reinstalling for 24. Although I say reinstalling, I don't know what I might have to install or not install, because most of it will be streaming, streamed in and out as needed. So I don't know if there's a way to actually make sure that the secondary stuff I bought doesn't get put into the sim, but I think the game looks beautiful without any added sceneries. I thought this looked good without any added sceneries, but some of the airports definitely look better now that with the ones that I've purchased. Although one airport I did a purchase scenery for, I'm not sure if it's accurate because of the way it changed the scenery. I bought KTYS, McGee Tyson Airport in Knoxville, Tennessee. I bought that airport, but I thought it looked okay default. And then I bought the airport, and it still looks good. Some things were moved. There was a tower on the default, and on the purchased one, there's no ACT tower. So I don't know in reality, if there is no ACT tower, you think there'd be a tower somewhere. Now we're not getting any more air traffic. Okay, we're about to hit the last radial, and we have 84 miles after that to go. And we just hit... Okay, we're just below 60% fuel. Okay, so I said I wanted to land. Well, the game set it up to land runway 29, but we'll see what the AI does. Because yesterday I put it in, and we were supposed to land at Durham, Raleigh at runway 16, and the ATC switched us to the 23 right. So as a pilot, I guess you trust ATC to send you where you're supposed to go, even if it's not what you had on file. It sounds like we got some strong winds out there. I don't know if they're headwinds or tailwinds or crosswinds, but we definitely are hearing the whirling wind. I more than likely am not going to do a flight for the 26th. I might hold off and just do my live stream. I don't know. I got stuff I gotta do on Saturday. And I got IRL stuff that I'm planning to do since the beginning of the month. So gotta hang out with my brother and a cousin. We're going down to a new cigar lounge that opened up down near Chattanooga to check it out and get our smoke on. Alright. So now we're in Florida's airspace radar. Okay. Did we hit that radial yet? No, not yet. Oh, there's that pesky finger. I did, so far I've done pretty well. I haven't noticed my fingers in the screen today nearly as much as they were on the yesterday's video. A lot of these airports that I'm hitting, like Richmond Airport was almost outside of Richmond. Raleigh and in Durham, it was not really in either of the cities. It was way outside of the city, which is probably good for air noise pollution. It'd be nice to see some city. I mean, like when we flew into Reagan, we definitely got some visuals there. When I fly in there, depending on which way you're going, you're coming over civilization. We got another town or something here. We got Wild Irish Rose. I don't know if that's a town name or if that's an airport. What'll be interesting is on my Capitals to Capitals thing, if I ever land on the Hercules Hughes, because that can only take off and land on water. Unlike the CL415 and your Cessnas and your what is the other one? There's a Cessna floats. There's another one. I think the X-Cub or the Cub Crafter float. I don't know if the Cirrus has floats. I can't remember without looking at my library. Those can land on water. They can take off from water. They can land on land and take off from land. So the Hughes Hercules is the only one that is definitely waterways, and you have to have a pretty decent waterway for the Hughes to get off the ground. That thing is a beast. You've got 8 engines, 4 prop engines on each side. I don't know if they're props or if they're turbo props, but there is props. So, but 8 engines, and yeah, it's a beast to get off the ground. It's one of the few planes I have where I actually get to see something behind the you can wander around in part of it. There's a ladder and stuff to go up or down, but you're basically on the main deck where the flight deck is. You can't really explore any more of the aircraft that I'm aware of. I've been inside the cabin, and you can't click on anything. Like you can't click on the hatch to go up. You can't click on the hatch that goes down into the cargo hold. And the nickname for that Hercules Hughes is called the Spruce Goose. And it's in a museum, I think somewhere near Seattle. And there was only one of them ever made, and it did a short flight from Long Beach. It only flew once, but it could fly. Of course, Howard Hughes is the one that flew that flight. I don't know if he helped design the plane, but then he went on to and purchased TWA. I forget what TWA stands for, but let me phonetically say it just in case you didn't understand me. That's Tango Whiskey Alpha. I think it's Trans World Airline. Of course, it no longer exists. The Pan Am building in New York City is now known as the MetLife building. Man, it does sound like we got some good wind gusts. And we're not that high. So I hope we're not running into a high wind issue with landing. Okay, we're about to hit the radial, and we got 64 miles till we hit the airport. So probably about 55 miles till we radio for our landing. And I did say how long this flight was. What did I say? An hour and 23 minutes. We just hit the 1 hour mark. But I don't think we're getting to the airport in 23 minutes. Granted, I took a few minutes talking, so this stream's probably going more like 90 minutes, an hour and a half. I was thinking of using the same screenshot as my thumbnail for every leg of the flight, but I second guessed myself, and I'm like, no, I should take a new picture at every airport before I take off. Okay, so this radial is Charlie Tango Foxtrot. So maybe I didn't have a radial up there. It was just the two airports further near the beginning of the flight. I was gonna say, I don't think I deleted that I had two radials. I think I only had the one. So we're hearing radio from another plane, but I don't think there is one around that we can see. Nope. Oh, sorry folks, I'm just trying to get comfortable. As comfortable as can be. Oh. Saw something on the bottom there, and then I had to look down at the desk. I'm like, what is that? We have two, actually. So we have the generic and the Airbus. You see those specs? It looks like the generic has got it. Yep, they both have their beacon lights on, nav lights. I can see the generic flashing, and I can see the American Airlines Airbus beacon flashing as well. I didn't think you'd be able to see that during the day. I thought that was, more visible at night, especially the white beacon light, which means they are flying away from us. Because if I was seeing red, because red is on your left, white is on your right. No, it's the other way around, or else they'd be flying the same direction as we are. So white is on the left port side of the plane, and red is on your starboard side of the plane. And they use nautical terms there because you almost always board a plane from the left side. You rarely board a plane from the right. The right exit door near the flight deck on the airliners is where your catering is coming in. We got something else we're looking out for. They're doggy in the background. I got the bedroom door closed today, and you probably still are gonna hear him. But I don't know. I also have the fan on to make sure the Xbox doesn't overheat. I don't know what background noise you're gonna hear. Okay, we done hit the radial. So all we have left is our airport. Now see, that says 60, but when we come right here, that says 51. So I don't know what that means if 60 is because we gotta do a join and then fly 10 miles out to hit our pattern entry. So we have a Southwest get radio calls. Okay. We are in the area where Southwest Airlines operates some flights, although we're in the southeast. There's not a Southeast Airlines. And it just looks like patchy farmland, doesn't it? Definitely not us, but we're on the same frequency. So that we're... yeah, they're on the same channel frequency as we are with Jacksonville. I think I have dashboard lights on. It looks like they're lit up. I don't have the flashlight on because it would make no sense. But I'm glad there's at least lighting to see all these gauges. Looks like we got some water up ahead. Nope, there's a river up ahead. I tried taking the Cessna floats I was flying it around my home county here in East Tennessee, and there's a big waterway nearby, and you could land a small plane there, and I tried to, but it didn't really work very well. There's no actual like landing strip, runway in the water near me. It's just a big open lake with some straightaways, and I tried to land a float plane. There's a little restaurant on a dock near a bridge on this lake I'm talking about, and boats will pull up and anchor themselves to the pier or something, and then they order food there, and I'm like, it'd be cool if I could land a plane, spot that restaurant, and like pretend that I was getting food from that restaurant in a Cessna float. But the little building thing is not actually in the game with the dock that boats could pull up to. So, yeah, I know I said there might not be a video Saturday, and I'm recording this on Thursday to post for Friday morning. So, I don't know if I'm going to record tomorrow or not. Maybe I can knock off some Train Sim World videos, but I don't know. I kind of probably need to take a break for a day. As I wanted to today because I didn't feel good, but then I got on here and did this anyway, because I had nothing else to do. But I think I need to give my body a rest from all the videos I've made holding the camera up and stuff. So I'm gonna take Friday. I'm gonna take Friday. I gotta make sure I remind myself, don't make videos tomorrow. And then on Saturday, I'm gonna not make anything because I want to do the third leg. I want to do as my live stream on Sunday. And my tentative schedule, I don't know if I said this in the last video, but in this video I'll say it here. And of course, if you've not watched this far, you'll never hear this. But I plan to try to do live streams maybe from like starting at 10 a.m. on Sundays and Tuesdays. I don't know if I'm going to both days do one game, or I'm going to do a Train Sim World 5 and a Flight Sim game. It all is up in the air of what I plan to do. I say start at 10. Now, if I do an hour and a half to 2 hour flights, so we won't be that long, but 10 to 2 is usually a good time frame I have on Sundays, and on Tuesdays, roughly about the same. And we have another plane in the air. Another SFY. I don't know what that stands for either. I zoomed. Let's see. We've got, what is that? 34 miles. 34 miles left. Okay. Let's see. Let's zoom down, or not zoom down. Let's angle down here and see what's going on below us. the water. We're finally gonna hit in a few miles. Or fly over. Someone's getting clearance to land somewhere. I don't know if we've heard that. I'm not paying much attention to ACT calls because AI's flying. So there could be a small airport nearby, unless it's airliners getting vectored in to land at Kilo Charlie Alpha Echo. I'm so sorry, you guys. I wrote everything else down except for the airport name there. I wrote the call sign but didn't write the name. But it's the airport in Columbia, South Carolina. Or just outside of Columbia. I actually had to look up the code, and I completely forgot to write the name down. But I did write it for our waypoints, what they were called, other than their idents code, ident codes. I don't know. Now see, if I was flying, I would have probably been trying to radio in already. Now, I saw that plane up in the air, and then it just disappeared off the screen, didn't it? Yeah, there was something there, and then it just bleeped out. I really wasn't checking that, because I know it's been a few seconds, but yeah, we've got 30 miles left. We should be changing frequencies soon to the this airport's tower. So, I wonder if we'll get vectored straight in today, or if we got to do a circuit pattern. Let's see. I'm trying to do something. So to focus, I guess because I got smart cam thing, whatever setting that is, you hold LB and A. It will show you the airport, or the nearest airport. And apparently the nearest airport is where we're going, because it's not moving to the next closest airport. But if you're doing a VFR and you're running low on fuel, if you hit the on Xbox, LB and A will show you where you gotta go, I think. Where is it? LB and X might actually focus. Hopefully I don't screw anything up here. Well, I don't know, because we're dead ahead in front of it anyway, so it's unless we do this. Here, we'll do this. And we do have something we can look at here. We're flying past 1 trill the rill, one's rill or something. Okay, so LBX, no, LBA. Yep, okay, so LBA refocused. From this view. Ooh, wrong button. No, don't accidentally delete the flight. So it's not gonna work, but there is a way to focus if you're not flying dead ahead, you know. But it's not gonna work right here because we're flying dead ahead, and I'm not about to take it off autopilot and accidentally maybe crash us. That's what we look like from the front. Alright, yep, we're changing to approach. It just said approach, it didn't say what type of an approach. Like, so it just said approach. I don't know what approach we're at. Maybe here in a few minutes we'll actually know the name of this airport. Because I don't believe it's showing up on the tag, is it? It just says Columbia. So no, it's not showing us the name of the airport. Usually it does. It tells you exactly. So maybe it's just called Columbia Airport. I don't know. I don't think it's an international. I know it's not a municipal. But I could be wrong. But it is the largest. I mean, it's near the capital city, so it's probably not a municipal. And we've got some city life going on below us. Alright, and we just hit the flight time, 1 hour 23 minutes. Like I said, I talked a little bit ahead of time, so I figured we were going probably an hour and a half, a little more. And I don't think we'll be landing and taxiing to our parking spot in the next 7 minutes. Because I don't know what type of landing pattern we're gonna get. Man, that sun is bouncing off of that water. And it's about a little after 2 o'clock. It's probably 3 o'clock now. I mean, unlike yesterday's video with the sun starting to set while we were coming into Durham, Raleigh. It was pretty cool. But we're a few hours earlier in the day on this video. Nothing to point out down there because I don't know what's around down here. And there was no points of interest, so we're nearly done. I don't even know if anybody has watched all the way through any of my streams besides me. I do look at analytics on stuff, but I'm not so wrapped up in the, I gotta get all the views, gotta get all the likes. Like I said, I don't plan to monetize. I'm doing this just to give myself something to do. Looks, that looks interesting. What is that? Right there, right below us. Looks like a mall. Yeah, it looks like it could be a mall. It's definitely not an airfield. Okay. So we're getting Charlie clearance. Yeah, we're definitely into city life now. Yep, because you can see highways. Bridges. I hope bridges render in better in 24. If you fly over Hampton Roads area, the southeast portion of Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia Beach. If you've ever heard of it, the long bridge that goes from Virginia to Delaware, it doesn't render in right, and a lot of the bridges in Norfolk, there's just a block there, like traffic, sea traffic can't get through under the bridges because it's just like a dam they put there. Like, that's not right. Or you'll see bridges going underwater. Like, okay. But because we can get down and walk around anywhere in the 24 world, hopefully bridges and stuff are rendered better, because you'd hope to see traffic driving properly and not like, I found the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel, or the Montour Merrimack Bridge Tunnel. I think goes from Norfolk to Newport News. And the cars just drove into this solid block of where the tunnel entrance was. I'm like, you could have made it look like they were actually going into the tunnel. And it looked weird. It was very weird to watch. Okay, we're 14, 8, okay, 14, 8, whatever. Quite a bit of city. I think this might be Columbia right here we're flying over. But we haven't gotten our landing directions just yet. Should be calling for it soon, unless we're doing a join and then doing the call. Okay. No, for a minute there I was about to show you a bridge that wasn't rendered right, but it was, I think. Okay, there you go. See, that bridge looks like it's dipping into the water. See, it's probably a good thing I don't pick longer flights than what I think is roughly an hour and a half, because we're definitely gonna go more than an hour and a half on these vids. And that's I picked perfect times that is good enough flight length for a video. I don't know why we're not making this call. There's the airport. So we must be doing a join, although we're flying straight at it. Columbia Metropolitan Airport. There we go. Okay, and then does that say Columbia? God, I don't know. That's a little too far out to read. Alright, so we should... We're about to join with the airport. Hopefully we don't have to do a big circle around. I mean, we're not going that fast. And we're not that high. This is actually good. We get to see a bird's eye view of the airport. So, okay, there's the hangar and gates over there. So I'm probably parking over here at our, right there behind us, basically. Our 6. Are we banking? No. I thought we were starting to bank. We should be turning soon. But, again, I wasn't fully paying attention to the radio calls. Maybe we got our vectors for land. Well, okay. I don't know how much longer this is going to be now. Yep, we're in neighborhoods, so residential. I don't know when they're gonna make the call. I don't like this. I might actually have to do it. Nope, we're banking. Alright. But I don't see our landing pattern. Let's do cockpit view as we turn here. People coming in making noises. Anyway. The dog followed my mom in here, and now he's stuck in here. Hope he doesn't start carrying on like an idiot, because I can't get up to let him out. Nope, I can't let you out of the room right now. Can you get the door open by yourself there? Or the little ones open the door. I don't know what they're trying to do. You can get out of the room now, Shadow. There you go. He figured it out. What are we doing? Well, we're low. Should be landing soon, but I don't know what we're doing. We doing a second join? This is crazy. I mean, that is really low, I would say, to be doing a flying over. But Maybe I had a radial still there we had to hit. Yeah, we know those are there. We've crossed over it twice. I think we're gonna have to make a radio call ourselves here. Again, I can't see the stupid cursor. Okay. Is it down in the corner? Okay, we're down in the corner. Tune. Tower. Request full stop.
Columbia Tower Manning 8178 is 4 miles northeast, 3,200 feet without one to land.
Alright. Well, sometimes you have to do stuff for the AI because they don't know how to do stuff for themselves. And the little one doesn't know what to do because she's on the other side of the door. Or she's outside. No. And Shadow got stuck in the bedroom again. Alright, so now that we made the radio call... Uh-oh. I see sometimes what happens when you call ATC. The AI still doesn't finish their calls, and Shadow got stuck in here, like I said, so. And the other one's named Elsie, the little one. Alright, we done fixed that. I can't get up to let you out, bud. He follows Mom everywhere, and she forgets to where he's at half the time. It happens all the time. She'll come in here, leave, close the door behind her, and he's stuck in here. Alright, so we acknowledged. Right? We did, so, I don't know what else to do. What else do we have up here? I already did that. Okay, so there is nothing to do. Now I gotta get the... close this out. Alright, folks, so we do have it. I already did it, said I wanted full stop, so now we're just hope that the AI actually turns and stuff when they need to. This is the most aggravating part for me when I'm not actually flying it. Granted, I get a little antsy when I'm flying and I take care of it a lot faster. I kinda can't do that, so we have to just leave it to the AI. But I hope we don't have to circle out too far. What's our finger in the screen, sorry. We're at 10,000. We're just above 10,000 feet. Maybe we probably weren't descending. The AI probably wasn't doing its descent when it needed to. In fact, it just looked like it climbed right there, didn't it? Whoa. Sorry, folks, that got a little fuzzy, at least on my side of seeing that. I don't know how far out we're going here. Because sometimes we end up going way out of our way to, and like I said, I didn't have so I probably should have did a manual landing call earlier. So it looks like we're climbing, and we've already went more than 10 miles away. Or maybe we're descending. No, we're climbing. Folks, we're about to do something I'm about to do something dangerous. Autopilot AI off. Alright, my aircraft, of course, because I turned the autopilot off, or the AI off. And I'm at a down right bank just to decrease our altitude. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, I overspeed. See what happens when you turn other things on. Well, folks, I'm just going to pick a random parking spot, and we'll take off from Columbia. We did make it to Columbia, we just didn't land. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and this weird ending that, because I turned stuff on that I normally don't. We technically crashed, I guess. Anyway, bye.